Hey everybody, Cody Nelson here at Cover Crop Kings. Just wanted to show you what we got going on here. We're actually doing a little no-till sugar beets. We're out in a field that was wheat last year, and it was planted or harvested a little bit later in the fall or late summer, I guess. It was mid-August when it was harvested, and then it was broadcast seeded to rye, and then they vertical tilled the rye in, and now we're no-tilling sugar beets into that. So I'm just going to show you what we got going on here. We are out in west central Minnesota. We'd be in the western half of Renville County, and this is the very first time. We've been working pretty hard to get some growers to do this, and we have more and more farmers doing different stuff, whether it's strip till or no till. And you can see we are out here where it's the 22nd of April. We got very good seed to soil contact, and we are getting these sugar beets planted. So we'll be following up with this field here for the remainder of the year. But I just wanted to talk to you about some of the things that we see and why we think this can work and what it's going to benefit. One of the biggest benefits I think we're going to see in no-till sugar beets like this is harvestability. For those of you that don't understand how you harvest sugar beets, they come out with a topper and they cut the tops off, and then they come out with a beet lifter, and then the beet truck, the semis will run right next to the lifter, and the lifter will pull the beets up out of the ground and dump them in the truck. So those semis got to be able to move up and down the roads or up and down the field without issues, and that can sometimes be an issue in some of these wetter falls. So with this improved soil structure from less tillage, I know this isn't completely no tillage at all, but we're going less and less and less, and that's the goal. Maybe you don't need to go to no till right away, but if you can start to decrease your tillage, you're going to improve that soil structure over time, and the goal might be to get to no till. What we found in this part of the country, and I think all you areas where they say no-till won't work, we'll find that cover crops are necessary in those areas specifically to make no-till work. No-till by itself is not going to be very successful in a lot of areas without the covers. Generally here we're going to use the covers to use up some of that excess moisture. Some other benefits that we're going to see from no-till sugar beets, this should help with some of the erosion issues. I think that's part of the reason why some of these producers have started to gravitate towards some of these principles in the first place, is they don't like the kind of the black eye that they have from the erosion issues that they see year in and year out. I want to show you this. Just look at very good seed to soil placement or seed to soil contact. The seed's at perfect depth. So this is a perfect situation. One thing we found out with no-till is we're actually getting better seed to soil contact because we've got better soil aggregation and just better soil structure from that. So anyways, back to some of the benefits. We got the erosion. What they'll also do after they harvest, and this operation plus several others, we'll go out and plant winter cereal rye at least. And if it's early enough, sometimes they'll plant some other small grains where they can at least help slow down some of that erosion. And then usually if nothing grows in the fall, at least that winter cereal rye will come up in the spring, and they can really slow down some of the kind of April erosion is what we like to call it. April is the windiest month out of the year for us up here, and we want to make sure that we can slow down some of that blowing. So anyways, that's kind of what we got going on from here. I'll come back and we'll watch these beets come up. I'll keep bringing you some videos, and we'll show you these, and probably show you a few clips of how they generally do it. You know, they want the field as black as they possibly can, and that's just what's worked in the past. I'm not saying anything good or bad about it. I think I applaud some of these producers for doing some things differently, and trying some different things and knowing what they've been doing. Granted, it has kind of been working, but they're trying to improve it and make it better. And that's really what this whole deal is all about. That's what regenerative ag and sustainable farming is all about. And I think we're off on the right track now, with some practices like this. So if you got any questions about growing sugar beets, I'm by no means a professional on the sugar beet thing, but I do work with several growers that are trying to do some really impressive things and trying to change. So if you want help with cover crops or other soil health principles, reach out. You can email us at soilrx1@gmail.com. You can look up the website, soilrx.net. And that's going to be your best way to contact us through one of those. Otherwise, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like, if you'd like the video, that'd be great. Share the video with your friends. We want to keep bringing you as many of these videos as we can. So have a great day, happy planting, and hope everything goes well. We'll talk to you soon.